it's gonna be so amazing because I have the honor to interview Nate today, or just to talk with him about raw food and about his journey. And it's gonna be super, super, super interesting. And I'm pretty stoked because the thing is that Nate is also participating in the Raw Vegan Bundle, which is fantastic to have so many amazing people to participate. And he has some really, really amazing ebooks already. For example, an ebook all about nice cream, and you know how much I love nice cream, so it's really, really fantastic. And for me, Nate has definitely been one of the best inspirations in the raw food community. So yeah, I'm pretty interested and excited about this chat. So hi Nate, do you want to join? Because I can try to. So yeah, so I'm pretty excited also. And you, I think it should, yeah, perfect.
All
Hey
right.
Nate,
Hey, how you
how
doing?
are you doing? Oh, I'm doing fine. Like it's really cool. It's so cool to chat here with all of these people from the raw food community.
It is.
So really amazing. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, very well. Just kicking here with Lissa. Hey!
Hi. So cool. Really cool.
And this has been so much fun, hasn't it?
I love it. I love it. I think it's not just because the bundle is amazing with all of the recipe ebooks, but also just the community and the different people working together. I love it so much. It's like, I don't know, someone has mentioned that it's like a fruit online festival. I'm
Yep,
like, yeah.
definitely,
It is. It
doesn't it?
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep the momentum going and continue promoting each other and do more lives because even after the bundle is gone, we do really we should just be sharing like this more often. It's I think it's really beneficial not only for ourselves but for other people out there listening. Yeah.
I agree. I agree so much. Yeah, no, I'm so grateful that Lisa and Chris have organized everything. Because I don't know, it feels like the raw food community is getting more popularity. And it feels so good to be part of something like so special. That's
Yeah,
really cool.
I know, what an amazing stack, right? Like $49 for like I was talking to Karen just a moment ago thinking we were trying to add it up like everybody's years of experience within raw foods. Like there's probably over 200 years worth of shared wisdom within this bundle. And like
Yeah.
49, that's as much as say one book basically, and you're getting like 65 people's books. I love your book, the smoothie book. So awesome. And it's important
Thank you so
because
much.
there's so many people who don't even know how to make a smoothie, right?
Yeah, I love smoothies. For me, definitely to stay to a healthy fruit-based diet or vegan diet, smoothies are so important because they're so fun to make and it doesn't take that much time if you know how to do them properly. And it's a lifesaver, especially like if you have a job or kids or a university or school. It's really cool to have smoothies and to know how to do them.
It's so fast, right? It's just like boom. Um,
Yeah,
Someone said in here, Brahmadev. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I want to make the transition to raw or eat more raw. Gratitude, yes, definitely. And that's what's cool is like, I mean, a lot of us eat raw foods every day, and we don't maybe think of it as raw foods. And it's kind of funny the label. If you say raw vegan, this is raw vegan. Some people are like, oh, I don't know if I want that. But
yeah.
somebody could be eating an apple and be like, this apple is so delicious. And if you're like, that's raw vegan. Sometimes they put it down. They're like, I thought that tasted kind of funny, you know? But yeah, just incorporate more. Incorporate more. We got Frankie in the house. What's up, Frankie? Oh,
Hi, Ola. So cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you're saying, the smoothies are so fast. What I like about a smoothie is it's super quick to make and all the fiber is still contained within the drink. You're not.
That's what I love. Like, I love when I drink a smoothie and I'm satisfied for some hours. And I can just drink and then I'm good for a couple of hours. That's
Yeah,
really, really great.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, feel all heavy or, it's I know it's a really important book. I'm glad that you have that in the bundle. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And also, I really love your and Lisa's ebook so much. I love the recipes inside the books. And you're like, do you want to talk a little bit about your ebook and how you got the inspiration to make it? Because
Sure.
it's so nice.
Thank
So
you.
nice.
Thank you. Yeah, really, my book in particular, Dude Food, is spelled Dood. So I was hoping to get attention from everybody that it's not just for dudes, like the way you spell dude, Dude, for
Yeah.
guys. So it's for everybody, all walks of life, all age groups. And really, I call my gut bugs, the microbiota that are in my belly, my little dudes. I'm like, I got to feed the dudes. They're eating good today because I had a big salad. They're happy in there. I'm feeling good. And so that's why I named it Dude Food. It started off with, I wanted to kind of target in a way like the manly man, because I feel like a lot of times they do kind of get left behind. Like a lot of women are really into health and beauty and wellness, and sometimes men are like, oh, I got to get my protein, and so I kind of was like thinking it'd be cool to have a book for just dudes, like guys. But I was like, well, wait, I call my gut bugs dudes. I'll just name it Dude Food with a Dood, so it can be, for everybody. But really, it's just good recipes. I put all of my, some of my favorite recipes in there. Teaching you how to sprout, teaching you the benefit and how to ferment sauerkraut and kimchi, chia pudding, and then of course smoothies, salads, uh, entrees, and nice cream. Of course, nice cream. But I have it set up as like picking from the core four. So like smoothies being one of the core four, salads, the entrees, and nice cream. So as long as you're picking your meals, you can kind of choose. There's like 2 weeks worth of meals in there. So you could choose whatever you want and just mix and match. But yeah, that's kind of how I have it set up. I even put one of my brownie recipes in there, so you got a
I
little.
know. I know, it's so amazing. I love it. Like I read through the ebook and it's so delicious. And like you cannot imagine, but I'm on this journey for almost 4 years and I have never sprouted or fermented. So like your ebook gives me the inspiration to go like, okay, I really want to start sprouting and fermenting and all of that because I think I'm missing out. So yeah.
Perfect Foods, Perfect Foods Inc. Let me see if I can put it in here. Perfect Foods Inc. If anybody listening out there has purchased the bundle and you show Perfect Foods Inc. your receipt that you purchased the bundle, they will give you 10% off of all their sprout seeds and all of their kits. So I'll put that in the link here in the chat. And because we get a lot of our sprouting seeds from them. And I know sprouting is so simple and they're just like powerhouses. Like
Yeah.
that's a main source of protein. If people are scared of not getting enough protein, if you add just a massive handful of sprouts to your smoothie or to your salad or to whatever, you could probably, I actually haven't done this, but you probably could blend it up into some ice cream too. Like maybe a chocolate mint ice cream, throw some sprouts in there. Probably wouldn't even be able to taste the sprouts. But yeah, that's super cool to get into it because it's so simple and so healthy. It's living food. Like that's like the legit living food.
I agree so much. No, I think it's just you have to get over that first step and just go for it and then you can like
Yeah,
improve and yeah, but
right.
it's
Now, how did you get into raw foods?
oh, I think that I was really lucky because I just watched some YouTube videos about Fully Raw Christina and I was 16, but the first, I would say year or the first 6 months, I was thinking that raw food is not sustainable, that it's it doesn't make so much sense, that it's too expensive and all of that. So I was just watching her videos and be like, oh yeah, that's fine, but it's not for me. And then I just started to watch more videos, and there was one video of Fully Raw Christina or Christina, and in the background there were also some normal, like normal people, and she said, oh yeah, my friends are also raw vegan. And somehow this changed my perception, and I was like, oh, there are also other people except for Fully Raw Christina doing it. Maybe it does work. And then I just watched more videos also of Lisa. I watched a lot of videos of Lisa. And then I just started slowly, very, very slowly to think, okay, maybe it can work. And then I read the book, The 80-10-10 Diet. And yeah, and slowly I started to think, okay, it's gonna work. And then I tried it. And I had so many amazing benefits, and I felt so good that I did more research. And yeah, that's basically the story. I really am so grateful that I found Lisa on YouTube, Ted Carr on YouTube, later all of you guys on YouTube and on Instagram. So yeah, I
Cool.
think for me definitely um, the biggest, like the biggest inspiration for me in the beginning was Fully Raw Christina, and then all of you guys.
Wow.
So that's
So it's been 4 years for you? Yeah.
almost 4 years. I started in the beginning of June.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. About the same for me. It's been just a little over 4 years for me. So, I mean, I know it's so amazing to see how people are thriving. There's people on this lifestyle for 40 plus years, and they eat delicious foods, like more abundantly and more variety than most people get in their life. Like, it's kind of crazy because a lot of people have the idea that, oh, what do you even eat? Just rabbit food, like lettuce and carrots and what? Like, what do you eat? And it's like, my gosh, there's so many different options to
I
to
agree.
yeah, to eat healthy. I mean, of course, you could eat high fat gourmet, raw gourmet stuff too, and to have your, like, we have a lasagna that we make. I put that in the dude food book, and that's just so good. Oh my gosh! But you don't want to eat it every day, of course, just like you wouldn't want to eat lasagna regularly every day. But yeah, and that's what's so fun about this way of life is I feel like we're using our minds differently, figuring out how we can make certain foods taste, the same, or like, with Lissa's burger book and the onion rings and the avocado fries. Have you ever had an avocado fry?
I never. So no, but I
Do
will make it. I
you,
will make it.
do you have a dehydrator?
No, and that's the thing, because I never made any of these dehydrator recipes because I don't have a dehydrator. But for my birthday, which is in June, I'm gonna buy one, and I'm gonna make all of these fantastic recipes that are inside the raw vegan bundle, because now I have so many recipes
Yeah.
and so much inspiration, and I'm like already, okay, when I have my dehydrator, I'm gonna like do all of the recipes,
Yeah.
all of the burger recipes. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about that.
It's
Yeah,
amazing
but
what you can do with the dehydrator. The avocado fries, Eva, are so crazy. They taste like, when you close your eyes, you're like, wow, this could be like a regular French fry. The way that
amazing.
so another thing that's really cool with the dehydrator is like just marinating mushrooms and onions and bell peppers and broccoli, and then dehydrating it for a little bit, and it just kind of makes it limpy, almost like it's been like maybe slightly stir fried or steamed. The consistency isn't like, it's just amazing.
It's
Dehydrator,
amazing.
that's like the raw foodies oven, the dehydrator.
I agree. I agree. I don't know, because in the beginning, when I started my raw vegan journey, I was really more extreme in my thinking, and I was like, no, I just want to eat hydrating fruit. And I'm like, what was I thinking? There, you can create so many amazing recipes with a dehydrator. And I really noticed that now that I'm in this journey for some years, I really want to recreate some versions of cooked meal, but of course raw vegan, so that they're much more healthier and vibrant. And because yeah, why not? I mean, life is, if you're on this journey, why not recreate amazing meals? just that they're healthy, I mean, why not? So yeah, I'm like, first thing I'm gonna do when I come home is buy a dehydrator.
Nice. Well, you
Yeah.
say, where are you at?
Oh, I'm in the Canary Islands. It's islands close to Africa, to Morocco, and
Okay.
I study abroad
Oh,
with
that's
yeah, and I study and I live with roommates, and I just have my very um small room. And it like I have looked for dehydrators here, but it's hard to get them because it's an island. So
right.
yeah, but when I go back to Germany, I'm gonna buy one.
Oh
Yeah.
man, it's gonna be a great investment, a good addition. Yeah, and like we don't really have too many dehydrated foods. We don't eat dehydrated stuff every day, but it really is nice to have that option to be able to make something like, oh my gosh, there's this book in the bundle from the King's Gardens Ohm family, and they're the
Ah, yeah.
yeah, they have like, 5 kids. They make these raw vegan pancakes. Oh my gosh, they're so good. I was like, I think we had pancakes, I don't know, like maybe like 4 days in a row or something because I just couldn't. But
Amazing.
yeah, and they're like, it just really wouldn't be possible to recreate something like that without the dehydrator.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Also, Rini from Happy Raw Rini has also an ebook in the bundle about only recipes made from bananas and some other fruits, but banana is always the base. And she also has some pancakes and crepe,
yeah,
and so a lot of like cakes, and it like the pictures look so delicious. So I'm like, uh, I cannot wait to get a dehydrator and make all of that also for my family and be like, raw food can be amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's cool how like the pictures really, like, we kind of eat with our eyes. Oh, that looks delicious. And I love these pictures in these books because you see, some of the recipes, you're like, we have to make this. I'm looking at Alyssa like, oh my gosh, we totally have to make this. Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
good. So fun. Yeah.
Can I ask you, by the way, what is one benefit that you really love about the raw vegan diet?
Oh man. It would just be able to eat as much as I want, whenever I want, and not have to worry about like, oh, am I eating too much? Because I love to eat. you know, that's one benefit, definitely, is being able to just eat so much delicious food. Of course, keeping the fats low is really important. If I eat a lot of fat, if we have higher fat, like a cashew-based dressing, I don't necessarily feel as good as like a lower fat dressing. But yeah, I think that's definitely one of the benefits. Being able to eat massive bowls of ice cream for
Yeah.
breakfast, lunch, or dinner and feel great about it, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
for me too. For
yeah,
me too. I love eating, and it's when I was a child, I always dreamt, I wish I could eat everything without gaining weight. And now I feel like, oh, mission accomplished. You can
yeah.
eat an ice cream for dinner or for lunch, like have this massive ice cream, and you can still feel good. And yeah, that's pretty amazing.
It's really cool because Mother Nature, like when you think of a mother, right? Like a mother wants the best for her child, knows what's best for her child, and if we're the children of Mother Earth has designed the food like perfectly. We don't have to do anything. We just have to
Yeah.
climb the tree or pick the fruit off the vine or, go and dig in the bushes. Like all the food is there in its natural form and we can eat as much as we want and feel amazing. And the body is healthy. It's easier on the body, less chances of diseases and all kinds of stuff. If we just go back to the way that Mother designed it for us, right? Of
I
course,
agree. I agree.
it's nice to process things. Like we have a blender, so we that's a process, right? You're processing your food into a smoothie or the dehydrator. Even a refrigerator is kind of like a form of processing because you're storing the food for longer than to keep it from perishing, right? But I know I definitely love that aspect though, being able to eat as much as we want and not have to worry about, oh my gosh, I better watch what I'm eating.
True, true, definitely. So, I really love it just to eat so much delicious food and also tastes good because I think so many people, and I myself, I went on diets and made all of this food that was not really delicious. And when you go raw vegan, you can really enjoy food and just have so much sweet fruit as well. So I don't know. I personally really love to eat that way. So
Yeah.
it's really cool.
And I feel like, I mean, there's been certain individuals that I've been around, like different jobs I've had when I was working in the medical field or on the farms and stuff. Like, people pay attention. They're like, hey, you're eating a melon again? Like, I would
Yeah,
introduce people of like, some people had never even tasted a honeydew or like a grapefruit. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, really? Get over here. Try some of this. You're going to love it. So
yeah.
people pay attention, and I feel like the more that we do eat these delicious, colorful fruits and vegetables, that it starts to catch on. I think that internally we all kind of know that we should be eating more fruits and vegetables. So yeah, if we can make meals not only look good, but they taste good by combining certain things, and of course there's all kinds of treats and stuff to make too, like the crepes, the pancakes, snickerdoodles, brownies. They're all made out of flaxseed and dates. So you're getting good fiber, you're getting good omega 3s in there, like really awesome stuff. But it is tricky how there isn't a lot of access to certain foods, raw foods out there in the world. Like you have to go to the
I
grocery store.
agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes it kind of
I
hard.
I agree so much, and I would wish that more people would be interested in raw food. It would be so awesome to have raw vegan restaurants everywhere. I think that would be awesome,
Yeah,
definitely. But about that, because I think it's really, really important what you said to to be healthy yourself, because I would love to see more people being healthy, more people following their dreams, being more vibrant. So that's really what I try to do for my family also, to be like, it's okay to show people that it's okay to eat a lot of fruit and vegetables. And for example, when I came here with my roommates are not vegan or vegetarian, and they were so surprised and could not believe how it's even possible to eat raw fruit and vegetables and still thrive. And it's really, I think for me, at first, I tried to keep it a secret and tried to be like, oh no, this is my secret. But no, I think when something is working for you so well, I think it's important to share it with people and to just show people it's possible not only to eat it, but to thrive on eating fresh
right.
fruit and vegetables.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
so huge. Yeah, you're right too. I mean, once they see how certain foods, like as long as they're not scared to try it, like we'll make like raw vegan tacos with like a seed meat, like a sunflower seed meat, and it's flavored up good with like, paprika and cumin and jalapeno and garlic. And man, people, they're like, I can't believe this is delicious. And you eat like
yeah.
raw tacos because it's lettuce, salsa, guacamole, maybe some cashew nacho cheese and sour cream. My mouth's watering just thinking about it. And good though, after you eat 5 or 6 raw tacos, you're like, let's go for a walk, or let's go for a hike,
Yeah, yeah.
rather than like, let's take a nap, you know?
I agree. And that's also what I love about raw food is you eat and then you're like, oh, I feel good, could go for a walk. And other people, they eat, they're like, yeah, I would go to sleep now. And you're
Yeah.
like, no, let's do something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Our food should be giving us energy, not stealing energy from us. I know, and that's where I feel like in a lot of ways we have this energy struggle happening out there where there's a lot of people really addicted to stimulants like energy drinks and coffee,
yeah,
or maybe like drinking a lot of tea, to give them that energy boost because their food is like stealing their energy and they're constantly tired. So I know it's interesting. And I mean, our one of our dreams is to open up some drive-throughs where you could just drive through, get some ice cream, or like get a delicious salad, or maybe a fresh whole young Thai coconut, right? Like
Yeah, I would love that. I would love that.
it's sad how it's set up for a lot of people, especially the truck drivers. Like, you know, you get off the freeway to get fuel, and the only thing that they have to choose from is a bunch of different fast food chains. And, you know, you're
Yeah,
grab some fast food, you're hungry, you got to get back on the road. And like our world, definitely, we have to switch it up. It's not set up for us to really be healthy. You have to get off the beaten path. You have to go to the grocery store. And then, of course, you have to prepare food. You can get, like, we give tips, like if somebody is like, how can you do it? I don't want to have to prep all the time. Like you can buy pre-chopped lettuce, pre-chopped cabbage, pre-chopped carrots, you know, throw some cherry tomatoes in there. And yeah, it makes it, of course, a little bit easier. Throw some salsa, maybe a half of an avocado, a quarter avocado with some lemon juice, mix it up, delicious salad. A little tahini.
yeah,
Sometimes we'll throw sometimes we just do tahini and hot sauce with nutritional yeast for our dressing, right?
perfect,
Oh,
perfect.
yeah. What Vegan Hop says, I have fruit/herb teas. Is that okay? Fruit teas and herb teas? Yeah, I mean, they're totally fine. What's your take on tea, Eva?
Oh, I love it. Like when I was in Germany in the wintertime, I drank a lot of tea. I mean, I'm not like I love raw fruit, but I'm not. I for me teas are okay. Teas are okay.
Yeah, there's
That's what I want to say.
different levels. Like Lissa and I both aren't purists where we want it
Yeah,
to be like
yeah,
super pure, super pristine. We don't drink tea here. I mean, it gets kind of cold. I would imagine if we were in colder climates, very possibly. Like I know Lissa didn't drink much tea or any tea. I don't think for that matter in Canada. Did you drink tea?
Probably like twice a year.
Yeah, maybe a couple times a year. But the thing is that's tricky is when people are drinking tea for the energy, right? Like they're like, oh, I mean, tea, of course,
yeah.
is better than coffee. And not like coffee is the devil or poison. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty acidic. And like you wouldn't necessarily pour coffee into your fish tank, right? Like that's the one thing
Right.
because people are like, Nate, I could never get rid of my coffee. I could never give up my coffee. And I'm like, well, hey, think about this. You got a beautiful fish tank, nice clean water because all the filters are working good. Are you going to pour coffee into that fish tank? Now, what's that going to do to your fish? What's that going to do to the pH of the tank? Probably not going to be the best thing for it. Yeah.
I
Super addictive too. Coffee is so addictive. I used to drink a lot of coffee. Yeah.
I cannot talk because I never drank coffee. So, but I can imagine that it's very addictive. So,
Yeah, good. Yeah, you don't need it. You don't need it. Yeah, I mean, I was a barista. I worked at a coffee stand, and so we would make coffee for people, and we'd be just, you know, drinking shots of coffee all throughout the day. And it's definitely like you get a real pick-me-up for sure, but it's artificial, and that's not good on our adrenal glands. You know, it's not good
no,
for, you know, different systems that we have within us to be dependent on a stimulant.
I agree. And I think everything that is artificial and that gives you this artificial high, in the end, it has to come down.
Yep.
Like you can do it for so long, but at one point it has to come down
Yeah.
for sure. And that's amazing about raw food because if you eat enough fruit and vegetables, you have this natural energy. And that's really, really funny actually, because my roommate is from Italy and he's drinking a lot of coffee, like all the time basically. And he asked me, how can you have so much energy not drinking coffee? I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, you know, I'm eating a lot of like fruit and vegetables. And he was not believing me. And he was like, oh, no, no, what's your secret? Like
Yeah.
fruit.
Yeah.
So,
Right. Right. Go back to nature. Nature
yeah,
does it perfectly. Yeah. And the more that we connect with ourselves and nature, going for walks in nature, eating from the garden, we don't need the stimulants. Like coffee it goes through a process. It's a beautiful process that we have figured out, like making bread. Like that's pretty cool, but it's not necessary, and it's not, of course, it's not serving us when we partake of it all the time. I have had a couple of coconut waters with some espresso in it, and because I don't drink coffee anymore, oh my gosh, I was geetered out. I call it geetered. I was so like amped. I'm like, oh, let's go. You know, just like the
Yeah.
energy, like it's too intense. And so it's nice to have that even keel of energy. And like you said, your friend is like, how do you do it? And your poor friend is probably eating animal products and processed foods. So he's struggling for energy. And so you have to, take the drink the coffee because, you're, and then of course these coffees that are being made, like when I was serving coffee, it's like we would make a breve, right? And a breve is made with half and half, like pure cream, and then like 2 scoops of syrup, flavoring syrup, and it's like cream and sugar, like there's hardly any coffee in it. And I'm looking at the clientele coming in, and I mean, of course, the majority of people aren't very healthy. They're, they, and I was like, man, I'm serving people like poison. This is not like,
Me too. Me too.
yeah,
I was working part-time next to university in a bakery because just because it was right next to my house basically, and it was not where I live with my parents still, not much job opportunity I would say. And in the end I hated it because I was giving people kind of like bread and sandwiches with meat, and I was like, no, I don't want to give it to you because it's so unhealthy.
right.
So, and I think once you turn raw vegan, your perception changes of disease, illness, health, and no health. And you start, when you see people, you get like a different point of view, and you see, okay, this person is not that healthy. And
Yeah.
I think it's so sad, like how far our society went away from the true health, the original state of feeling good. And that's so, like, it's really sad, actually, I think, personally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. In a lot of ways, it is really sad. And of course, it's all a part of the evolutionary journey of human existence in a lot of ways because we wanted to have, I would imagine, we wanted to have an easier life, a post-war, the earlier wars in the century, like the grocery markets, the supermarkets, started to boom, and there was canned foods and boxed foods, and it made it to where it was easier to make meals quicker, so you had more time to do other stuff. But we can see how over this last 100 years, it hasn't really served us in the best way, because we have gone so far away from nature, right? We're so disconnected from nature and things in their natural state. So yeah, it's I know it's really tricky, but that's what's so cool right now. This day and age, people are trying to figure out how to be healthier and how to incorporate more delicious plant foods into their life. And we can share like this back and forth. Like you're in the islands, I'm over here in the States. We can talk about this. There's beautiful people tuning in, hearing us. So we're planting seeds, just like Christina was planting seeds. We're all planting more seeds now. And
Yeah.
hopefully more and more people will catch on that eating fruits and vegetables for your source of calories and energy is cool. And it's beautiful and delicious. And it's manly.
Yeah, I agree. I agree so much. I think that's beautiful. I think it's so cool to make raw food or fruit and vegetables like trendy. I don't know how to say it in English, but just fun again. Because in Germany, also, I think people, when they hear raw food, it's just for, or they think it's for people who are like 40 or 50 years old and I don't know, have like a family, and it's not for young people. But I mean, when you start young and when you eat like delicious raw food now, you're gonna have so much more energy your whole life.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, the skin issues, like, if you start young, like your skin is going to be nicer longer, right? There's
Yeah.
so many benefits. You don't have to go through, I mean, our bodies are amazing. There's people who are surviving, they're not thriving on junk food. They're on different medications. They can't walk or move correctly. I mean, they're still functioning in a way. They can drive to the store to get more junk food, but Yeah, to start young is definitely, I think you're onto something. I feel like it is kind of catching, like it is becoming a bit more trendy. But the thing is, what's tricky is you go to a raw food restaurant and you may pay like 17 to $20 US for not very much food. And I feel like that
Wow.
turns people off. They're like, I'm not full. And so that's where it's like, man, we need like places out there that are delivering raw food the way it should be delivered, like bigger quantities. Like
Yeah.
do you want a half pound, of salad, or do you want the full pound, or do you want a 2 pound salad? Like, yeah, I want 6 whole tomatoes. I want 2 whole cucumbers, like I'll take 2 heads of lettuce, right? That's one sitting. But yeah, it definitely is amazing how it is catching wind, right? Like people are getting the message. More and more people are sharing YouTube's, Instagram. It's so cool that there's definitely different ways to get this message out that eating raw foods for your way of life is cool and it's delicious. And that is another thing. What's so cool about this bundle is that you don't have to be raw or vegan to enjoy the recipes that are in this bundle. And yeah, I mean, it's incredible. And there's only a couple days left, right? So whoever's watching, if you haven't got your bundle, go to Eva's page, click her link, $49. You get my brand new book. Lissa has 2 new books in there, her burger book, your smoothie book. The bundle alone is worth all 4 of those, right? Actually, just my book and Lissa's burger book is more than $50 together. So, and you get 60 plus other books. Like, it's a no-brainer. It's an incredible deal. And it really will help a lot of people who want to tap into this world of eating more fresh fruits and vegetables. You don't have to be vegan. You don't have to be plant-based to enjoy a delicious raw vegan dish or a raw plant-based dish.
I
Yeah.
agree so much. I agree so much. I would say everyone, if you're just interested not only in raw food but in health, like in healthy living in general, like you must basically at least check out the website and check out the different ebooks because there's so much value in this raw bundle. It is amazing. And I think, of course, when you say, yeah, the worth is 1,600 euros plus, you're like, maybe. But I mean, I already read most of the ebooks and it's insane. It's really worth that money. And yeah, and I'm pretty excited because there's so much wisdom from years and years and years and years of like arrows trying, and you try so much for so many years, then you create one ebook where you put all of your wisdom, and you can just read this book and have all of the knowledge, and you can save so much time and so much mistakes. And I think it's so important also, and what I really want to emphasize is that sometimes in life you have to invest to get things back. I mean, I invested to go to fruit festivals, and that helped me so much to meet all kinds of amazing people that helped me to get the right mindset, which now helps me to just enjoy a healthy body, for example. So I think in life, if you want something, you have to invest something. And yeah, and that's why I think the raw vegan bundle is amazing, and it's a unique offer that will never in the whole life be again. So
Yeah.
yeah, I would definitely say go to Nate's page or go to my page, tap on the link in the bio. It's so easy to download, and yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Like you're saying, investing in yourself, like what better investment is there than to
I
invest,
agree.
right? Yeah. And yeah, exactly. It makes it so easy because there's so many different options to choose from. You have these books for a lifetime. Like you can download them for up to a year. Like if it takes you a little while to download some, you can download them for up to a year, but you have them forever. They're yours forever. It's not like, they only last for so long. They're your books. So I know it's so cool. And Lissa has her new journaling book in there. I really think that that's going to help a lot of people because some people really are like the A-type personality where they want to write stuff down. Her book's
Yeah.
really cool because it's interactive. You can just tap and check whatever it is that you're checking off, or you can actually type and write in there like what you had or what you're planning to have for tomorrow, because it really does help to plan out what you're going to have the next day. Oh, hey, what's up?
Amazing.
Nicole's in here. Love the raw vegan bundle. Definitely worth it. Thanks, Nicole. Yeah, Nicole is awesome. She's one of our dear friends, and take it from her. And you know, Nicole definitely has lots of different plant-based foods. She's not like raw vegan. She eats all kinds of stuff, but she's able to, again, benefit from all the delicious options in there. And she's got kiddos. That's another cool thing, is there's a couple books that are based towards kids, like Raw Vegan for Kids, and the Garden Some Family is they have kid-friendly recipes that their kids actually came up with. So cool. Yeah, she knows vegan's where it's at.
Amazing, amazing. I think that's fantastic. Love the bundle. Oh, cool. Yeah, I mean, how can you not love the bundle? I
Yeah,
would say, yeah.
yeah. We're all big kids. I love it. See? We're all big kids. Yeah. Eva, this has been awesome. We'll have to connect again for sure. We'll have to
I would
keep
love to.
in and share some more. And now, how long are you over there for? You said you're headed back home in a little bit?
The end of July, and then
Oh,
I go home. But
okay.
I want to go back actually because I love the Canary Islands. The climate is perfect.
Mhm.
Really, really perfect.
Oh my gosh, we're jealous. I want to be on the islands. Yeah.
But you're moving also, no? You moved
Yep.
to the desert
Yeah.
to
To Las Vegas.
cool. So cool.
Yeah, we're moving to Vegas. It's going to be amazing. The desert is so fun, so nice. There's a lot to do there. You know, we're really big into the outdoors life, and there's just so much going on. The only downside, I would say, would be that we're like kind of a ways away from the ocean, to where right now we're just like a couple-hour drive from the ocean. But other than that, we're so close to all kinds of other things, different resorts. And yeah, and what's cool about Las Vegas is they have a lot of really awesome ethnic markets with really good foods, exotic fruits, super cheap. Yeah, and they're cheap flights. Nicole, you got to come visit us. You can get direct flights right into Vegas. So we're excited for sure.
Cool. Amazing. Amazing. I'm looking forward for all these amazing videos.
Yeah,
For you
that,
live from the desert. Amazing.
that is awesome. Well, cool, Eva. It was a pleasure to connect with you. And if you guys don't know who Eva is, go check out. She's got the smoothie book in the bundle. It's so good. I'm so glad you created that book. So glad. We needed a book dedicated to smoothies, because smoothies are life. They're a staple. So delicious.
Cool,
Well,
amazing. Thank you also so much, and I hope to connect with you someday, anytime soon. That would be awesome. So yeah.
excellent. Bye, guys. Love you guys.
Bye. Bye.